The Tipping Point with Mike Tipton is brought to you by Dubby. What is Dubby? Dubby is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like those other energy drinks have. They also have no maltodextrin fillers and don't use artificial dyes. Dubby contains vitamins, amino acids, a nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. Dubby's products are made in the USA in an FDA-inspected facility that strictly adheres to GMP manufacturing guidelines. All of the flavors are unique and custom-made by Dubby, and you'll never taste our taste anywhere else. The best part about it is they're affordable. Dubby's drinks come out to about $1 per drink, much cheaper than Starbucks or any of those canned energy drinks. To learn more, visit w.gg.com/discount/MRTipton33 and place your order today. Use promo code MrTipton33 and save today. Dubby Energy, be better. What's going on, everybody? I want to tell you about my new friends over at Cleverman. Visit them online at becleverman.com. What they gave me was the energizing face and beard scrub along with the Cleverman face scrubber. And trust me when I say this, the energizing face and beard scrub smells amazing. Combining it with the face scrubber, making sure that your boy was looking as good and sexy as possible, opened up a whole different sensation in my face that I haven't ever felt before. I felt so clean, so fresh, and so clean, like Outcast said, and it helped me feel like I was ready for my day. Make sure you visit them online at becleverman.com and follow them on Instagram at clevermannyc. The link is up in my bio if you want to check out all the amazing products they have. Visit them online, becleverman.com. Probably should have hit my camera to bring myself online before I started talking, but hey, I'm a little late and it's a little tired today. It's all good. Who cares? We are live right now on the Tipping Point with Mike Tipton. We're on Facebook, on YouTube, now on YouTube with the Under the Hood podcast umbrella, all the stuff that we're doing with my dude, Jonathan Hood, hanging out with us right now on the Tipping Point with Mike Tipton. My dude, B. Strill, saying good morning, Tip. I am not going to be able to read that name, but you said yo when I said what's up back to you. Tatenda Zivwena. I am terrible with names, my dude. My apologies. Mea culpa a million times. But we are live. The Tipping Point with Mike Tipton. B. Strilla's Detroit Pistons coming back from being down 3-1 to the Orlando Magic, and Strilla's team moves on. We'll talk about that coming up in just a little bit as well. Tatenda. I can say Tatenda. So I'll just say that Tatenda, you thank you for being here, being a part of what it is that we're doing on the Tipping Point with Mike Tipton. We got on point with the Tipping Point. Hey, you know what? I like that. I like how that sounds. We got to do this one a little more often. All right. So I've got a couple of things that I wanted to talk about today. And obviously, it's all going to be centered around the NBA playoffs, all the stuff that's going on with that. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, what's going on with my dude, Bistrilla, and his team. But before I get into all that, I just want to let y'all know that today's show is probably going to be a little abbreviated. I normally want to do the full hour going from 10 o'clock Eastern to 11 o'clock Eastern. However, my son woke up with a little ear thing today, like his ear's all swollen and it's kind of peeling on the inside. Called the doctor. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning here in El Paso. Doctor's office don't open until 9. Called the doctor. They said, hey, maybe get over here a little bit before 9. We can get you in as a walk-in. So I got to try to do that to take care of my son. I apologize. But let's go ahead and jump on into it. The Detroit Pistons come back from being down 3-1. Tatenda saying my sister is Tatanka. I feel like I've heard a name like that before, but I don't know where, I don't know how, but I feel like I've heard something of that nature. Nonetheless, the Detroit Pistons come back from being down 3-1. Part of this comeback to me has to do with the fact that Franz Wagner from the Orlando Magic missed the last 3 games. You have to kind of sit back and think, okay, what if, right? But we don't live in a world of what if. We live in a world of what is. And what is that the Detroit Pistons came back being down 3-1. They handled their business. I was talking about it all last week. How embarrassing would it be for the Detroit Pistons, all the expectations we had of the Detroit Pistons, if they had lost that series? Stroud saying, hey, it's deja vu going all the way back to 2003. That is correct. That is 100% correct. We can talk about that coming up in a little bit too. I had a thing that I thought about with that. I was like, man, how different life would be for the Orlando Magic if. A lot of caveats here with the Orlando Magic. If. But Detroit comes back, they win the series. On the flip side of that coin, the C in Boston Celtics stands for choke job. My God, have you? Oh, man. Again, I am not a Boston Celtics hater, but I am more than willing to admit I love whenever I see a team that has so much expectation just choke away a lead, especially against a team that everyone doubts in the Philadelphia 76ers. If Philadelphia can stay heavy and again, or healthy, again, huge caveat there. If Philadelphia can stay healthy, maybe they got something working their way. DeLon Baycott saying, the truth is that we're seeing Tobias Harris finally playing the way he should have his entire career. I was thinking that exact same thing. Whenever you look at like players, right, you see all the potential that Tobias Harris had, and you sit back and say, hey, look, he's had a pretty damn good career. The fact that he's been traded, 5 times, I want to say? I know they mentioned it on the broadcast, but I can't remember what the exact number is. But he's bounced around team to team to team to team to team, right? The fact that you got over these last 3 games, Tobias Harris playing like Tobias Harris. Again, how much of that is all Orlando had was Paolo Banchero, and without Franz Wagner, that kind of sets up a little bit of an issue with their Strilla saying, yeah, Wagner was a difference in this series. I don't know if you're being facetious, if you're being sarcastic, what it is that you're doing. Nessa saying, hi, Nessa. Hope that you're having yourself a great day so far. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Follow me on social media at Mr. Tipton 33. Whenever you look at what happens with the 7 or with the Detroit Pistons, you have to think that they've got to have another guy, right? Like it just can't be Cade. It just cannot be Cade Cunningham. Tobias Harris has to step up. You look at Cleveland, this should be a pretty evenly matched up series. Cleveland should, give Detroit a little bit of a run, but I still think Detroit is the better team here at the end of the day. Let's go over to that other side of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers. This, to me, is going to be a fun matchup. Our dude Tommy Cananza tuning in right now. Saying good morning, Tip. Good morning, Strilla. Also going on saying, no, I'm saying that Orlando probably would have won the series if he played. Yeah, I mean, there's always that possibility, right? Good morning, Tommy. Hope that you're having yourself a great day, sir. It is a Monday. My San Antonio Spurs are in action later on today. Taking on why can't I think of the name of the team right now? Minnesota Timberwolves. And I don't know if Anthony Edwards is coming back yet. Let's look at this. Let's go. Let's find out what's happening with the series over there. Strilla saying, go Spurs. I know Tommy is saying that exact same thing. Go Spurs, go. Oh, man, it makes me happy. It makes me so happy seeing the love that my San Antonio Spurs get on this show. We have an alien. We have a cheat code. It's unfair, but you know what? I'll take it.
David Robinson was kind of an alien too. Dude was built like he was out of a comic book. Oh, I just saw that as well. Jamal Mosley fired by the Orlando Magic. I don't understand that firing, but maybe it's time. 5 years, 3 straight playoff appearances, injury-plagued season this year. The fact that you were able to get to the playoffs, that's a weird firing to me. But hey, I don't own the team. I'm not the general manager of the team. We'll figure that out as it goes. Stroud saying Ant isn't supposed to be back until game 3 or 4, which should be good for the Spurs. Let's hope it's game 4. Spurs go up 3-0. I was watching a bunch of videos on TikTok and on X, because y'all know me, I'll watch any basketball that I can. Highlights, I do not care. And it was like a 16-year-old Victor Wembanyama playing it like 2-on-2, but on the opposite end, like he was going head-to-head against Rudy Gobert. And at 16 years old, Victor Wembanyama was dominating Rudy Gobert. Fast forward 6 years, and let's see how that goes going forward. Let's see how that goes. Because I'm excited about it. I am excited about it. Still saying that he heard that the players did not like Jamal Mosley, but that's got to be BS. I mean, I get it. Sometimes you don't get along with your coach. You don't get along with whatever, all that other nonsense, everything else that goes along with it. Who cares? If there's a level of success there and you vastly outperformed, given all the injuries and stuff like that you had this year, you have the built-in excuse once again that Franz Wagner, not the best player in the NBA, but still really damn good. Franz Wagner missing some games, like you have the ability to build in some excuses. Trilla made me laugh a little bit right there, saying Mosley is JB Bickerstaff 2.0. It really feels that way. It really does feel that way. Tommy, whoa, where's this coming from? Let's go Wolves, says Tommy Carranza. That hurts. That really does. My fat, chubby little heart, it hurts. I thought we were in this together, Tommy. Your Dallas Mavericks let you down. You're supposed to come over, be a Spurs fan. Thought we were going to have a cool moment. Strilla saying, F the Wolves. That's right, Strilla. That's right. Again, I am looking forward to the second round of the playoffs. The games start today. Is anybody giving the Lakers a chance? Anybody out there want to put some money on the Lakers? Tommy, you're a big Luka guy. Are you going to put money on the Lakers to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder? Again, you know me. I want that chaos. I would love the chaos of the geriatric LeBron James-led Lakers going out there and beating up on the defending champion, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and that free throw merchant ass team. Just the Lakers beating up on them. Who do you give the calls to? Do you give the calls to the young and up and coming MVP, or do you give them to someone that could be considered the GOAT? The referees, it's going to be like that meme with the dude that's sweating. He's got to choose the 2 buttons. That's what that meme is going to be. That's what those refs are going to be. Tommy's saying it's F the Spurs all day, every day. And then, sorry, Tib. Hey, I understand. I get it. It's not hatred towards me. It's hatred towards thee. I get it. I understand. I can't help it that my team is a five-time world champion. Those who know. Those who know. Tommy's saying, I don't think so. OKC is too good. They really are so damn good. So damn good. Strill saying, yeah, it's the Spurs Thunder in the Western Conference, a.k.a. the real championship. Man, I don't know about that, dude. I was texting my dude, Pat Costello. You can listen to his stuff. He produces Unsportsmanlike on ESPN. I was talking to him a couple of days ago about how excited I would be with, again, the caveat, a healthy Philadelphia 76ers team taking on the San Antonio Spurs in the NBA Finals. That to me would be a fun matchup. That would be so much fun. Philadelphia, not your normal 7 seed, right? Like that's just too much talent on that team when healthy, but can they stay healthy? Can you trust Joel Embiid and playoff Paul, playoff P, to be able to last throughout the whole playoffs? And what we've seen through history is, no, you're not going to be able to rely on those two guys to be able to be there the entire time throughout the playoffs. It's just not going to happen. But maybe we get something, right? I think that. Oh no, Strilla, I 100% was. Now Boston's out now. Again, you know me. I love chaos. That's what I am, an agent of chaos. Is what I do. It's a thing I do best. Whenever Philadelphia won, I want to say it was game 5. That's whenever I texted my dude and was like, hey, how funny would it be if this happened, right? Like if Philadelphia came back. Now that Philadelphia beat Boston, I don't have anybody in the Eastern Conference, right? Again, selfishly, I wanted the Celtics versus Spurs matchup in the NBA Finals just because I love beating teams with a ton of history. And I think San Antonio would have had their way with the Boston Celtics, if I'm being completely honest here. Even Oklahoma City probably would have their way with the Boston Celtics. But the Celtics were one of the better teams. When I look at Detroit, Jalen Duren, I don't think is much of a matchup for Victor Wembanyama. Cade Cunningham, Stephon Castle, like it kind of cancels itself out. I think the Spurs are a little bit deeper. It all depends on Tobias Harris again, right? Like, what can Tobias Harris do going forward? But I look at Philadelphia, and Joel Embiid is always a problem when he's healthy. There's your caveat. I have to use that word a lot today. When he's healthy. That would be a fun matchup. I think defensively, he wouldn't be able to handle Wembanyama as well as some other defensive guys in the NBA, but he is 7'3", right? Like you make it uncomfortable for him. And then his offensive game, he can take it to Wemby, right? Like he would be able to, again, I don't think he'd be able to dominate, but he'd be able to at least give some sort of a problem to Wemby. That's what I was afraid of with Jokic, right? Like I didn't want Jokic because I saw Jokic in 3 of the 4 Spurs losses to end the season dominate the San Antonio Spurs. No Eastern Conference team can beat OKC or San Antonio in a 7-game series, is what Strilla says. I agree with that. But again, I'm saying that it would be fun. Like it would be fun to watch. The Commish tuning in saying, what's up, Money Mike? What's up, Commish? Hope that you're having yourself a fantastic day. Fantastic day today. Strilla saying Wemby is a human cheat code. Nobody is stopping him. Again, you don't have to stop him. Just contain him. Just keep it a little, a little closer than what you would normally expect it to be, right? Like that's what you want if you're any team taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Or hell, you do what the Spurs used to do with LeBron James back in like the NBA Finals and in the playoffs and stuff like that. Let LeBron get his. If LeBron goes out here and scores 60, LeBron goes out there and scores 60. Shut the rest of the team down. Because 60 points ain't going to beat you. Let Wemby get his. Let Wemby go off, right? Like everything Wemby does, let it go off. You shut down the rest of the team the best way you possibly can. And with as young as this Spurs team is, and you all know I've been talking about this over the last couple of weeks, I don't know if they have that mentality just yet, right? They're riding such a high right now that if they get knocked in the mouth, it might not work out for them the way that a lot of people are expecting it to work out for them. I know they have a ton of confidence in the fact that they won 4 out of 5 against Oklahoma City this year, but you didn't have to win them in consecutive games, right? Like it was a one-off. That's the hardest part about the regular season is you can win those one-off games. How do you do in a series where everything is focused in on you? if I'm other teams out there, what I do to the Spurs is I say, Wemby, go crazy. Set all kinds of records. Go crazy. What are the rest of you guys going to do? When the pressure is amped up on y'all, what are you going to do? Because that was the way the Spurs beat LeBron James being once again another human cheat code multiple times. Still saying, I see you're playing the psychological card of negativity. Well played. Again, it's not negativity. It's just I wonder where they're at right now, right? We've seen this happen a lot with teams. And the NBA is the sport where you see it happen the most. That's what the NBA is, where you see teams go on a great run in the regular season. They get to the playoffs and they have to get beat, right? Like they got to go through the lumps. It happens all the time in the NBA. It happened with the Pistons. It happened with the Bulls. It happened with the Rockets. It happened with the Lakers, right? Let's not forget the Lakers lost a bunch of times in long series to the Utah Jazz. It happened with the Spurs, who lost to the Lakers. It happened with the Pistons again, right? Like you have to see how many. It happened with the Heat. It happened with the Golden State Warriors. Hell, 2013. I'll find the damn picture because it's got to be coming up in my memories eventually. But I put the picture out there in 2013. Said this Warriors team is going to be a problem with the way that they were, not an easy out for the San Antonio Spurs. Fast forward the next year, and they are winning championship after championship. It happens. You have to go through your lumps. And I feel like this season with the Spurs riding the highest high that they've been on in quite some time, it could be the year of learning those lessons. Granted, 7 years of missing the playoffs. Maybe they learned some lessons then. But we've seen it happen time and time again. Strilla saying, Tip, you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it. Strilla, again, man, we love this game. We've seen it happen time and time and time again. Everyone feels like this is the year that the Spurs can go all the way. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the year that the Spurs only gave us just the tip.
I just want to put the tip in.
It's time for
Just the Tip.
That would make me uncomfortable.
Promise that it ain't too much, but just enough. Just a tip. Just a tip.
Just the tip? Just the tip.
It's time for Just the Tip.
Just the Tip is brought to you by our friends over at www.myhappynuts.com. Guys, run over to that website. Not right now. Wait till the show's over. Don't be like that. Don't leave me that way. But go to www.myhappynuts.com and check out what they have. It's rocket science for where the sun don't shine. Summer's coming up. You're tired of walking around having to do that little stanky leg. We all know what that means. That little leg out, a little bit of a shake here and there. You don't want to do that anymore. Go get the comfort cream or go get the comfort powder, whatever you're comfortable with. Sprinkle it down there, slather it down there, whatever you got to do to make sure your boys don't stick. Maybe you're like the Zohan and your bush is the biggest. They've got the Bulber 2.0. www.myhappynuts.com. Use promo code Mike Tipton at checkout and save on all of your male grooming needs. DeLon saying, but also, we've never seen Wemby performing in the playoffs. This is your X factor. I agree, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what to expect with this team. Tommy saying that was early tip, LOL. Tommy, you weren't here. This is only going to be a short show, so it was kind of late. I was going to do it at 15, but I waited until a little bit after 20 to get it done. My youngest woke up with a little ear thing. I got to take him to the hospital, or not the hospital, but to the doctor. Make sure he gets checked out. I got to make sure my little dude is feeling as comfortable as he possibly can. I probably shouldn't have said it that way because this is coming right off of the back of the Happy Nuts commercial. Dang. Strilla coming after me and saying, that's what she said, LOL. Talking about the early tip. Hey, look, whoa, hey, whoa. You ain't a man if you ain't been premature at least once. We all got to admit it. Like Kanye said, we're all self-conscious. I'm just the first to admit it. We've all been there. Sometimes you drink a little too much, talk a lot of game, and the next thing you know, you're disappointed, thinking of excuses like, yo, it was a really stressful day. Thank you so much for that. I'll see myself out now. I feel so bad for the new audience, the Under the Hood podcast audience. This is what Jonathan Hood is subjecting you to. Don't get upset at me. Get upset at him. It's his idea. Got nothing but love for you, Hoodie. Thank you so much. And, of course, the audience out there with the Under the Hood podcast. Oh, man. Again, it's 8 o'clock in the morning in El Paso. I should not have this unhinged energy, but this is exactly where I am. Tommy's saying there are children in the car. Behave, guys. LMAO. Children, I'm sorry. I was trying to think of a more clever way to say it. I just couldn't do it. My apologies. Mea culpa. Tommy, I know you expect better. We will have a full show tomorrow. No show on Wednesday because of the early day game. If you're in El Paso, go on out to Southwest University Park. 11 o'clock first pitch. Woof. I got a team meeting at 8 o'clock, which means I got to get there about 7. Woof. It's going to be a long day for your boy tomorrow. But check out La Bang Bang. If you're in El Paso, La Bang Bang, 414 San Antonio Avenue, downtown El Paso. Go check it out. Your boy's going to be there. It is the official home of the tip post-game. La Bang Bang. Go check them out, guys. You really got to do that. DeLon saying, okay, Wemby is your X factor. I agree. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm in this weird, I have hope. I don't know if I have expectations when it comes to the San Antonio Spurs. I have hope. I really do. There's no way that you can have a Victor Wembanyama on your team and not think that you're going to be competitive all the time. But if, and again, big capital if the Spurs do not win a championship, it's because they're so young and this is their first experience doing this. You look at OKC too. Yes, OKC, the youngest team to win a championship, but they had been in the playoffs multiple years previously. You saw that team and you knew that's going to be a really damn good team in the future. It happens to everybody in the playoffs. I would not be surprised if the Spurs get knocked out in the NBA Finals. I would not be surprised if the Spurs get knocked out in the Western Conference Finals. If they lost to Minnesota, I would definitely be surprised. If they win the championship, I would be surprised. I would be happy, but I would also be surprised. I can see a scenario where both cases can happen, right? Maybe it's me protecting myself as a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm so used to failure. Maybe it's my heart. I'm hardened. What's the song? I got an icebox where my heart used to be. That's exactly what the Dallas Cowboys have done to me. The Spurs don't deserve this negativity, but this is what happens when you're a lifelong Dallas Cowboys fan and they disappoint you time after time after time, just like I did with my parents whenever I decided to leave the military and go pursue a career in radio. Man, you should have seen the look on my dad's face. Even whenever I got hired at ESPN, he was like, oh, you're still doing that, huh? Well, you know what? Never been supportive. Maybe I got to go to therapy. That's what I've got to do. That's what this is. It's therapy. Thank you so much, Under the Hood podcast channel, for now being a part of my ever-expanding therapy couch. All right, y'all. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a short show. Full show tomorrow. No show on Wednesday. Full shows the rest of the week. I want to appreciate y'all so much for being a part of what we did today. I know it's abbreviated. I apologize multiple times. I'm going to message Hoodie and be like, look, my dude, I'm sorry, but I'll send him a picture of my son's ear because we got to get that taken care of. Hi, buddy. He's standing over there just looking at me right now. There was also a kid in the house, Tommy. I can't believe I said that stuff with my kid in the house. We'll see you all tomorrow. You coming over? Come here. There you go.